It works best if you
Meditation.
have like a heat pad. Feels like it's warm.
And we're live. Welcome everyone to
Oh.
Somnium Space Live.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Soul Sunday. This is the second one. I wanted to start doing this weekly, but we had a couple other events the last 2 Sundays, so we'll just play it by ear. But today we're in INCREDIWORLDS, and I'd like to do every event at different people's parcels. So if anybody wants to volunteer their space, that would be awesome, and then we can explore at the same time as meditate and unwind on Sundays. So today, as I said, we're in INCREDIWORLD. We're in this cool gazebo in Prizm Club. We got some vines. We got some hot springs, some frogs. They may or may not be psychedelic if you lick them. There's a mermaid over there. Some lily pads and some crystals that you can play if you like to really.
Can I lick the crystal?
You can. I can't tell you what will happen afterwards.
Alright.
Might transcend time and space, so it's up to you.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so today I wanted to do it a little different with everybody contributing a little bit. So I'll start us off with just guiding the breath, and we'll get into a calmer state. And then I would like to go around and just have everyone share when prompted, and I'll call you guys out by name if you're down. If you don't want me to call you, just nod your head no. Or
Call
just
me.
down if you're in 2D.
I'm ready.
Alright. So let's get started. So find a comfortable
Can I just
position,
ask
a safe spot to close
What are
your
you gonna ask? Before I forget.
Oh,
what are you gonna ask?
It's just, I want to see what kind of space you visualize as just your ideal, like, peaceful space.
Ooh.
So nothing too complicated.
Cool.
Just like asking you guys what your dream world is, like, or what comes to mind when I say a word or something. We'll see what the ether inspires me to do, but it won't be anything high pressure. So find a comfortable spot. If you want, you can close your eyes. Make sure that you're safe and you won't bump into anything around you. So close your eyes and just take a deep breath in, as deep as you can, and then just let it go. And try to breathe audibly. There's a breath called Ujjayi breath in yoga, and you constrict your throat, and it sounds like this when you breathe in and out. And it just warms up your diaphragm and your lungs and your airways. Loosening up that area so that you can breathe more deeply. So breathe in with your mouth closed, but through your nose with your throat slightly constricted, and breathe out audibly. You can even open your mouth and just let it flow. Just breathe a couple more times like that, breathing in deeply. closed, start to visualize the space that you occupy, the room you're sitting in. Visualize the walls around you. How far are they? Can you feel them? Feel them with your energy field, or maybe picture a color extending from your heart, a light radiating and stretching out to fill the room. And when you breathe in, picture all that light coming through your nose and down into your lungs and filling up your ribcage, filling you up. And when you exhale, go ahead and fill the space around you again with that light. Now, on your next inhale, I want you to meditate on the word peace. Peace. And just think about the things that you associate with peace. Be it a place, a sensation, maybe it's a warm feeling in your heart. Maybe it's the comfort of your bed or your couch at home. Maybe it's somewhere out in nature, or a park near you, or maybe it's a cafe close to you, a bookstore. Could be anything. And just go back to following your breath. Without forcing it, just following the air in and out of your body. And I want you to focus on peace, whatever that brought up for you. And just breathe it in. And just rest in that feeling. Bring it to this moment. nervous system and focusing on the moment will bring you to the present and building up your energy too. It's just having a mantra that you repeat in your mind. So just mentally to yourself, repeat the words, I am peaceful. I am at peace. I find peace wherever I go. I create peace wherever I go. You to breathe deeply, counting to 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, observe how you feel. Make sure you're breathing still. Thank them for all they do for you, carrying you through the world to your goals, your destinations. Thank them for all their strength. Now bring your awareness to your thighs, and your hips, and just thank them for all they do for you in this relaxed state. It's very easy to, or easier at least, to program your subconscious. So we want to thank our body for all it does, as it's paying attention right now. Now, I want you to bring attention to your torso. And just think that part of your body. Maybe sit up or stand a little straighter. Just be proud of all your organs and your spine and all your body does for you. Just think this area. To our shoulders and our arms and hands. Just breathe in, breathe out. Notice any sensations. Maybe rotate your wrists, stretch out your hands, stretch your arms, roll your shoulders up and down, back and forth. Just thank your arms, your shoulders, your hands and wrists, your fingers for all they do for you. And focus on your neck and your head. When you breathe in, I want you to just visualize and thanks for being so open-minded. I'd like to go around, if you guys are ready. I'd like to go around and ask you guys just what you associate with the word peace. It doesn't have to be exactly what you pictured in your meditation, but just anything that you want to share with everybody. And if you don't want me to call on you, just say no. But for me, the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of peace is water. So I wanted to put like some water around here like this. I always feel really peaceful when I'm swimming or in a hot tub or like in a bath or something. Water has always been a peaceful, fun memory for me, just growing up swimming. And I grew up by this cool lake, and I remember sitting there just watching the water as a little kid, and that's always something I visualize when I'm stressed out or need a peaceful moment, especially when I'm trying to wind down to go to bed. I just like picture water. Arthur, is there anything that you can share about what you think of peace and what you associate with it? Oh. I can't hear you, Arthur.
Arthur.
Maybe he's
I
might
think
be
he's
asleep.
AF heads.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
He fell asleep.
We hear you, we hear you.
I was here. It's really cool. You have
So,
magical voice, Oly.
What do you associate with peaceful thoughts?
I think it's different from time to time. By the way, you're echoing, Nikki, for some reason. Why?
Oh.
Strange. But I think it's just an ability to kind of to have a non-disturbed line of thoughts. When one thought goes after another, and it's not disturbed by external sources, like I was just disturbed. But it's kind of like this line of thoughts which can go on, and one thought is after another, and I think that's for me, that's peaceful, because every day general, I think like it's different what is peaceful for you at every moment of time. But if you're undisturbed and you can like let it run, let the thoughts run in your head, and especially if someone is narrating it in such a beautiful way, then it's absolutely incredible.
Thanks. Yeah, I think that is really important because, at least in meditation, I've learned that you're not always your mind. Like, yes, focus is really important, but also in order to focus really well, I think you have to let your mind just be itself and kind of detox and run around without getting carried away with it, or being too affected by your thoughts, I guess. And just observing your mind, and it's a interesting observation.
That's
Nikki,
great.
is there anything that you can share about peace?
I imagine myself where I go to a place and I see the ocean, the waves of the ocean, the sun setting, me putting my feet into the sand, and then the stars, and just lay there. And I'm all alone. Nobody's around me, just me. That's what I see. It's peaceful for me.
Nice.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. Ultra, what do you think of when you think of peace?
I think lately I've been thinking about peace. Peace is everything in life really depends on attention, and everyone is like fighting for attention. So if something is good, then everything associated with that thing is good. And for me, peace equals love, and love is focus and attention. Not only that, but I've been thinking also about how love plays a role in faith. Like, we have faith that we're gonna have in the next breath, and we have faith that like the ground is not gonna fall, under our like feet, and like our bodies aren't
Yeah,
gonna fail. And I mean, and I think like at the end of the day, we're all living in faith, regardless of the circumstances that we're like in.
agreed,
And I
agreed.
think I think that gives me peace, like knowing that at the end of the day, like no matter how hard I try, like really all I am is the observer, and life is kind of like I can't control my breath, I can't control my nervous system. Something is controlling that, and I'm just observing it, just like it's controlling the sun and the waves and like all this stuff going around us. It's kind of the same thing, and it's like if you kind of deny that you're living in faith, you're missing out on the love that's been like bestowed upon you. So I think that gives me peace, knowing that I don't have to understand everything that's going on, because at the end of the day, if you think about it, to try and understand everything is to like try and frame every single thing that I observe within my conscious manifold, within my current framework. And like you just can't, like you can't, because like we're
Maybe
beings
we're not
that
even supposed
change.
to. We're not even supposed
Yeah,
to.
I think that's it. It's just you're supposed to run with it. You're supposed to grab power. You're not supposed to like understand power. But when you see it, you're supposed to take it and you're supposed to run with it. And you're supposed to just go with it. Like use the tools that are
Yeah,
available
yeah,
to you.
yeah.
And
Beautifully said. Beautifully
yeah,
said.
I think that gives me peace.
So
And like
true.
for me, when I feel peaceful, like I imagine myself sitting on a veranda on a penthouse overlooking the downtown of the city, with the hustle and bustle of like the streets and like the people moving, and just observing it all. And that kind of like
We
gives
should
me
do. We should do
peace.
a VR world like this. We should
Yeah.
do a VR world like a busy street in the distance,
And you can see the cars
busy city in the
moving,
distance,
and
and you're just sitting there and just hearing the sounds from the very distance.
yeah, like
But
downtown,
that
like you
would
know
be
what I
great.
mean? That
Yeah,
that that
yeah,
that gives
yeah.
me peace. Like just knowing that I'm part of this like throbbing, just knowing that I'm a piece of something greater. That gives me peace. And I think that's
Great.
yeah.
So cool.
Well said. Well said.
Beautiful,
Mm.
beautiful.
I don't know if you like. Do any of you like Ray Dalio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reading his book right now, Principles. It's so good. And one of the last things I read, you reminded me of it. It's like I. He said something to this effect. I believe I'm here to evolve and to assist any way I can with evolution. Um, and I really liked that because it's like, that we are such a small piece of this larger, existence. And it takes a lot of pressure off of me to think like, oh, I'm just here to get better, or I'm just here
Yeah.
to improve as much as I can and hopefully help as many people as I can by being myself, so you can't really mess that up,
Yeah.
like whatever you do, you're a piece in this puzzle, and you can't not be,
It's kind of
you know.
like when you like ride a
You're just
bike,
gonna affect it.
and like the trick to riding a bike is to just like kind of like let your body kind of ride the bike, like like consciously you don't consciously ride a bike, you just kind of get on the bike, and you just go with it, and it's just like it's like something you've learned over time. And I think that's like life, you know? You just get on it, and as soon as you try and like control it and try and like do things to it, it you find issues with it, like trying to like chase things, right? Cuz if you chase things, they'll always run away from you. So it's kind of like a balance between wanting it but not wanting it just enough so that it doesn't run away from you, but it comes to you in a sense. But it only comes to you once you've prepared. Like have you guys seen like those like male birds? How like, you know, it's like good luck is the result of planning and opportunity. So yeah, I think yeah, I completely I love that really brings peace to me, knowing that the best thing that you can do in the world is to better yourself, because bettering yourself is like bettering all of humanity.
Yeah, try to affect things you can affect, and don't worry about everything else. Like you can become a better person, but don't try to make other people better people. Like if you become a better person, then others around you will become better people too.
Well said. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Bio, is there anything you want to share about peace and what you think about peace?
I was gonna say to begin with that it is like I think of the color black or darkness whenever I think of peace. But I started thinking about it more whenever I heard what y'all were talking about, and I kind of think it's more like a equilibrium of things,
Mm.
like maybe all the elements and everything, but it's just like an equilibrium that kind of like the yin and yang. You know how they got the one small darkness and the one light, and the larger darkness, and that's what makes the wheel turn.
Mm.
So probably
Yeah.
just like that small progression forward as an entirety, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah, I like that a lot. I love the yin and yang symbolism. And you notice like both the koi fish, the black one has a little bit of the white one in it, and then the white one has a little bit of the black one in it. So they keep each other balanced in a way. And like you said, it's
Yeah, that
equilibrium,
kind of sounds more
constantly
like
moving.
a worldly thing too. Like, including the entire world in something like peace, you would have to take all aspects of everyone and kind of combine them, you know?
Mhm.
So,
Mhm. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Wilson, how are you?
I'm good. Hello. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm turning you up a little bit right now. I don't know if you came to hear what we were talking about, but we were just talking about peace and what we associate with peace and what we think of when, when we hear the word.
Uh-huh. I didn't actually know this event was on until I got here late, so I do apologize for coming late.
It's okay. I've been a
Peace
little
is very
inconsistent.
difficult to explain. Uh, it's like, obviously, everybody searches for peace, and I think a lot of people in the world haven't had peace or can't understand what peace is until they've
Mhm.
reached that level. So I don't think I could actually explain what I think peace is, but
Mhm.
I think the two parts I do agree with is not having something that's tempting you to be able to relax in that situation and have no distraction. And if you can have those two
Mhm.
parts, then you've got peace.
Mhm. Yeah, that's so true. That's awesome.
Powerful stuff, man. Powerful stuff, Wilson.
Yeah, I know. I can relate to that a lot. Like most of my life, I didn't really have the privilege of a safe environment, and it was only 6 years ago. I joined. I was at a gym and they gave free classes, and I joined a meditation yoga class, and she really focused on things I never learned before, like breath work and calming the nervous system. And that was the first time I felt peaceful and calm, like ever. Like I did not understand that feeling, and I was like, wow. I always thought I felt good, but I didn't know what that was until I sat down and calmed my nervous system. Like I had been in fight or flight for my basically whole existence until that moment. So that was really powerful, and that got me hooked to meditation. And I have to actively calm my nervous system because I think it's kind of programmed to be on hyperdrive. So that's a big reason why I like meditation and creativity too, because that kind of gets me out of my own head and you know, gives me something to put my energy towards. But yeah, I think it's so powerful when people have access to things, you know, good things to put their creativity towards, and you know, positive things. If it's meditation or whatever it is, it could be a lot of things. But it's so important
Nice.
for people to have access to that. But thank you guys so much for sharing.
Thank you for doing it.
I think
So cool.
Yeah, thank you,
It
Oli.
was really cool, Ollie. Thank you.
this was really fun. Thank you guys.
What's the frog's name?
And
the
yes, I
fan.
fell asleep for 5 minutes, okay? I admit,
I knew
but it
it.
was great. I was
Yeah, we
actually not
called your name,
sleeping like
3 times, bro. We were like, Arthur, Arthur. And then I was like,
But
yo,
he was
Arthur.
in a different state.
I was meditating. I was meditating.
Yeah, that's happened, bro. Like,
Still have a microphone.
the first
I was in a deep
meditation
meditation state,
class
okay?
I had
Tell him to come and
was
record
in
yours.
university. I had this psychology
Prax,
professor
come
who
speak
was
into the
like,
microphone.
he was some dude. He was like all crystals and stuff.
He just wants
But
to
he
demo
had this
it.
one meditation class where I sat down and
They took away.
yeah, he was such an interesting guy. And like, you know, like and I felt like I felt like my mind was like a swirl. Like it was like this, and I was like midway asleep and stuff, but my mind was like swirling and it felt so good. And I didn't want to get out of it, you know? And then when the class was over, I was like,
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's very cool.
yeah, I think getting to that state, you know, like with
You
Oli
can
and
train
stuff.
it actually.
I know, but like having someone you
Yeah.
can
Is that me
trust,
setting
like
off
you
those
really
noises?
need to be able to
Wish I
like
could
just
get to that
Yeah,
state.
that's
let go
Just-
and just like
I can't let go. All I do is I close my eyes and I think about everything. Everything floods in. And it's just so fucking annoying.
Hey Wilson, what's up?
just take a deep
Hey,
breath.
it's
and-
okay. You can
Mr. Voice.
there is one certainty in your life.
Say hi.
You can always count on it, no matter where you are, what do you do. Every time after daily meetup, I'll kick your ass in Hyperdash. That's one certainty in your life. Super easy. You can count on it. And, you know, no matter how stressful your day was, you can think, yeah, that moment in this day is coming. It's coming fast.
The more stressful it is, the harder it is to kill me.
How funny.
Amen.
Soon I will join you and I will beat all your asses.
Oh my
Can't
god.
even know how
Okay.
good I am at.
All right. Are you guys up for a quick game after the beautiful meditation state?
Let's finish. Okay, Oli.
Oh yeah,
say
let's.
hi
I
to
said a
the.
bad word.
Holy.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining. Please come next week or whenever we have it. Stay tuned. Join the Somnium Space Discord to be posted on events. But you should be in here.
Thank you,
be in
Ollie.
VR, because there's nothing like it.
Oh, they'll be there. Everybody will end up in VR. They just don't know about it yet.
That's right. Damn
Right, bye,
straight.
guys.
Remember, it's